Hi there, Undertaker Freak 1127 here, and I have a survey for you that shouldn't take any more than a moment of your time. How many of you out there, by a show of hands, and yes, I know I can't see your hands, just raise them anyway, how many of you out there like the show Toddlers and Tiaras? Okay, let's add another part to the question. How many of you not only like toddlers and tiaras, but you see nothing wrong with the fact that 5 to 10-year-old girls are being dolled up by their mothers and being used as entertainment tools for your enjoyment, being stressed and even given caffeine at young ages, sometimes at 7 a.m. Red Bull and Mountain Dew mixtures and pixie sticks being shoved to the gills and eyeballs full of caffeine and sugar just so they can perform for the likes of you. How many of you see nothing wrong with that at all? Okay, all of you right now that have your hands raised, kindly unsubscribe from my channel and kiss the whitest part of my ass. You're scum. Precious, precious American scum. And some of you may not even be American, but I see you all as equal scum. It's true. Some of the mothers of these girls in this Toddlers and Tiaras show actively give their children concoctions of part Mountain Dew and part Red Bull just so they are vibrant. Just so they are alert through their 12-hour work days to get up on stage, to practice twirling around with a baton for the enjoyment of so many people, and singing and dancing and looking cute and having makeup applied to the face and taken off and applied and taken off and being changed and being tossed around. Yes, this indirect form of child abuse apparently entertains enough people to warrant this show still being on air. On the Learning Channel, no less. I couldn't imagine why a great show like this shouldn't be on the Learning Channel. Could you? I didn't think so. I need to get my head around this. Maybe some of you can help me. Here's a part where you can help me, okay? This is what I need help with, okay? How can anybody see dressing up a 7-year-old girl in vivacious and sometimes ostentatious, gaudy-looking costumes, dosing them up with caffeine, telling them to down some pixie sticks, throwing them up on stage, getting judged by some judges, taking them off, driving somewhere else, doing the whole entire thing over and over again, okay, until for however long they do it. How can anybody see that? Putting all of that pressure on young, impressionable girls as cute or necessary. What are these mothers doing to these children, and why? What's their excuse? I think I know what their excuse is. They feel inadequate themselves as bored housewives. They feel inadequate. They see the baby sitting there in the crib. It's nothing than just a crying, pissing, and farting and shitting machine. But once it gets to be about 5 years old, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a fucking costume on the kid. And I'm going to take him up on stage. And I'm going to pressure them, just like George Carlin said, pressure them to succeed. Pressure them to succeed. Even worse than having to take a kindergarten entrance exam, pressure them to succeed on stage in front of people and let them know that if they let these people down, they let their mothers down. And oh, they couldn't do that. And teach them that superficiality is okay. I just got done watching a rant from one of these girls derogating ugly kids. The ugly kids. Just completely derogating them and defaming them. She probably heard it straight from her mother. The mother that is pressuring her to succeed. And you can't always blame the kid. You gotta blame the mother. You cannot blame the kid. No mother that has a kid in these pageants can sit there and tell me, beyond the shadow of any doubt whatsoever, that these kids enjoy doing it. And they see it as their calling. The little girl is fucking 6 years old. How the fuck do you know, mother? Are you trying to live vicariously through her? I mean, how can anybody watching Good Morning America, let's just say, all intents and purposes, some little girl just won Little Miss America, or whatever the fuck these pageants are called, and the mother is sitting there as a mouthpiece on behalf of the little girl taking up all the credit. How can that mother feel proud that she's put her kid in that position? How can she take any credit? All she did was, now, don't mess up, or mommy will be very disappointed in you. Are you get that shit out of here? Get that shit out of here too. What is the deal with these fucking moms? And the parents and fathers, I'm not sparing you. Oh no. If you actively disagree with what your wife is doing to your child at these pageants and you're doing nothing about it, you are just as guilty as her and you are as much of a failure as a parent as she is. So fuck you too. I just cannot. I can't even fathom how a show like this can even be on the air still. That means that enough people enjoy the show, and not just for the schadenfreude of it, not just for the oh my god, that's so awful. They actually see these pageants and these old contests where these girls from such young ages are being pressured to succeed and being taught that being beautiful is all that matters. They see it as entertainment to themselves. And fucking shame on you for all of you that see entertainment in it. And okay, those of you that see entertainment in a good way and not a oh this disgusts me kind of way. And even if it isn't in a disgusts me kind of way, then it should only take about 1 or 2 views of the show itself for you to change the channel, so don't watch it anymore after that. But if you oh god, I need to calm down. I really, really need to calm down. And yeah, probably some of you thought that I was trying to hide my hair. No, I actually just got out of the shower because apparently I was starting to smell like a sweat sock. And yeah, those of you who watch the show and get entertainment out of it are just as fucking guilty as well, because you are saying, oh wow, that little girl's being pressured and filled to the eyeballs with caffeine and being taught that beauty is the only thing that matters by her mother. That's just so great. This is part probably 99 in a series of the degradation of the American culture. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.